Hey, good afternoon. I'm Ellison with Guns 111. Got our new Vortex optics in today from Optic's Planet. Went through, wanted to go over a couple of features of this particular optic. It's the new AR SPARC. Went through, we've gone through and shot it, tested it out, works great. Had a couple reservations when we first received it in. I'm actually quite pleased and very happy with this optic. Vortex done their homework on this. First of all, battery is always an issue with this. So this is the new Vortex SPARC, runs off of a AAA battery right here in the front. Simply unscrews, no tools, nothing needed. Screws out, battery drops in. So that was one thing I was glad to see. None of those CR 123s, anything crazy expensive like that. So one of the other concerns that I had was the way that the caps secure into one another, just kind of clip in. I was worried about with them being plastic, whether or not over time it would go through and eventually loosen up, and as you're shooting with the recoil of the rifle, that the caps would eventually come loose. We've put round after round after round through it, several hundreds of rounds, not had any problem with it. We shot it on everything from the 300 blackout, 5.56, no problems, no issues. One of the cool things that they did was for the elevation and windage on the caps, they put in a little groove here, because as you go through and you take this off, instead of having to find a screwdriver, or a lot of us go through and use a dime or whatnot, right on the back side of the cap there's a little groove in there that sits right down on the inside, so you can go through, make your adjustments. And both on the windage and elevation, Vortex is going through very distinct clicks in there, which is always a good thing. Make sure you're getting the correct number of clicks. Now, with the red dot optic itself, what they did was they went through and they're using a 1 MOA red dot sight. It's got several different settings. We've got our on and off, high, low, set right here from the back side. So, like I said, Vortex really went through, they did their homework. This is a great optic. One other thing that I do like about it, it's got a plastic rubberized jacket that goes over it, which with very little effort comes right off, and it's really a good looking optic. So like I said, Vortex really done their homework on this. Now what we're gonna do now is go ahead and mount the Vortex SPARC AR onto our rifle. Really simple design. It comes with everything that you need, locks right on to your Picatinny rail. Okay. And the problem that I run into a lot of times is when you go through and you put your optic on until you get the screw started, it wants to fall. You've actually got a button on the back side here, and you go through, and this is what's actually going to tighten up and hold the optic on the rail. So if we go through, we push that in, you can see it actually pushes the bolt back through the other side. So we can go ahead and put our Allen key, which comes in the box, in there, and go ahead and tighten this optic up. So like I said, we've gone through, we've shot on everything from 5.56, 300 blackout, even a 410 shotgun. Everything held up great, no problems, no issues. Once you've got the zero set in there, as long as you go through and you're putting it back in the same place every time, it will hold and retain zero. I had one of the old SPARCs, let's say old, but the earlier generation SPARCs. It was also a good optic, but as far as going through and being able to get your cheek on the rifle in place. The problem I ran into with the other optic was it seemed a little bit low. This does come with a riser plate on it, but with this AR, the flat rail Picatinny, don't have a need for it. It's a good, sleek design from Vortex. Like I said, they've done their homework on it, and I'm very happy with it. So I highly recommend it for any of your AR platforms. The new SPARC AR from Vortex. This one's supplied to us from Optic's Planet. So if you go to opticsplanet.com, put in Guns 111, and you will get your 5% discount. So I'm Ellison with Guns 111. Have a good day.